Okay, hi. Hey, hi. Hello. It's time for more LOTRO. It's Sunday night, and I don't have work tomorrow, which is very exciting and rare. So I'm gonna start playing. I hope everyone's having a good night. Well, heck yeah. We're already in it. Oh, hi, Geraldine. Hello. I hope you're well. Please, bandwidth, load things properly tonight. Please, please, please. I didn't even check whether or not there was a lag or anything on my computer, so let's hope not. It's been 3 days since I played, and we're gonna find out whether or not I even remember where we are. Gimli. Speak to Gimli in Rivendell, in the rooms of Elrond's house. He will accompany you to the dwarf keep where the Nazgul and Skorgrim might be hiding. That's correct. So we are gonna go... I'm a very low level for this. That's okay. We're gonna go work with Gimli to track down, hopefully, that final Nazgul that had gotten away. And, we found out recently that I think it was the Nazgul, it was not ogres, someone is working with the Dour Hands, and it's Skorgrim, the leader of the Dour Hands, that we're hoping we will find alongside the Nazgul.
Skorgrim's Dour Hands have taken refuge from the wrath of Durin's folk within an ancient dwarf hold, high in the passes of the Misty Mountains. There they plot their return, unless an end can be put to their scheming once and for all.
So I don't know if you were able to hear that. It says, Skorgrim's Dour Hands have taken refuge from the wrath of Durin's folk within an ancient dwarf hold, high in the passes of the Misty Mountains. There they plot their return, unless an end can be put to their scheming once and for all. And we expect to be that end. So Gimli says, Skorgrim must think that the walls of his fortress will keep him safe, tall and broad as they are, but he does not know about the keystone you recovered. We will fight our way through his remaining defenses, and perhaps I will give him one chance to come out of the main gates of the And here I go with my first ever voiceover to introduce the first of many stream crashes. This was my foray into what turned out to be a major internet issue. Hi. Thank you for letting me know. I muted that because I had lost internet for a moment there. He's having a ton of fun with the empty shelf. Hi. Hi, Geo. I hope you're well.
They plot their return, unless an end can be put to their scheming once.
Okay, we're gonna go back over. Oh, thank you for following, Geo. I really appreciate it. So does Bard, although it looks like he's leaving now. I see Catnip. Honestly, I do the same thing. But, okay, so we are finishing up book 5, or getting towards the end of book 5. You have 3 cats, I have 2. And it was, Skorgrim's Dour Hands have taken refuge from the wrath of Durin's folk within an ancient dwarf hold high in the passes of the Misty Mountains. There they plot their return, unless an end can be put to their scheming once and for all. Oh, that's so cute! Chief? Okay, and Gimli, here, hello Gimli, says, Skorgrim must think that the walls of this fortress will keep him safe, tall and broad as they are, but he does not know about the keystone you recovered. We will fight our way through the remaining defenses, and perhaps I will give him one chance to come out of the main gates of the keep to face me in combat. He has no honor, so my challenge will probably go unanswered. It is just as well, but my axe is anxious for the chance to end this fool Dour Hand. Are you ready? The Dowrians cannot hope to stand against us. Oh, I'm doing well. Oh, 19-year-old cat. Oh, your doom is arrived. Oh, Gimli, you're too quick. I'm doing well. I'm very excited that I don't have work tomorrow. That's probably my favorite thing right now about this weekend, is that it's a long weekend thanks to the holiday. Oh, sorry. Deed completed. Enmity of the Dowrians. Deed. Enmity of the Dowrians. 2. Oop. And these are Gabalazen Foreman. Oh, you're doing homework tomorrow? Dang. I'm so glad I'm out of school. Actually, that's not true most of the time. I am an avid learner of things. I loved school. I was obsessed with it first year of college. Heck yeah, man. First year is crazy. First year of college, in my opinion, is the hardest year of college. So if you're having any trouble or if it feels like a lot, I totally get why. It's just, oh, there's a giant over there. It's just that there's so much change in your life and in the learning style that you have to take on. The teachers are so different in college than they were in high school for so many people. It can be quite a lot, but at the same time, just because of the amount of development that you go through during your first year of college, it's so rewarding. Giants. This may be a harder fight than I thought. Yeah, that giant looks freaking insane. Hi. Hello, big guy. Here, I'm just gonna angle up a little bit there. Hi. Whoa. You guys are about to kick me out of this area. Online college. I did. You know, I can't imagine doing entirely online college. But I took online classes when I was in college. Whoa. I don't think that I would have, despite the fact that I literally work from home, I don't think that I would have done well in online college. Somehow, it just feels different. That said, when I was in high school, I failed history twice. I'm not built for it. I'm such a nerd. I aced every other class I ever took, but I could not do history. And I ended up having to take it online. And I aced it when I took it online. So maybe different school settings can help with different learning styles. Gimli is absolutely putting these guys away. Oh, hi, buddy. Hey, man. They push me away like that, and all it does is benefit me because I'm a ranged fighter. Let us rest here a moment, and then we will see about ending these villains. We'll have a little sneaky snack while we're at it. Four of your classes that you took this, most recently, were math. I love math. I'm good at math. I loved math classes. I'm so glad I never had to take more than 2 at a time. That sounds like a lot. Okay, and Gimli says, I'm ready to go on if you are as well. I will challenge Skorgrim to come down, and if he does not, we will seek out the hidden door. Let us see now what Skorgrim has to say. Oh, I did love my data analytics class. So be it. If you won't come down, score room, we'll come up. Where are you going, Gimli? Oh, this way? Oh no, oh, we're getting attacked from all sides. Okay. Where'd Gimli go? Oh, he's fighting these guys? Valid. Wow, so I just fought that guy on my own? Hey, get out of here, you. Quit hurting my friend. I guess I might not really actually be friends with Gimli at this point. This is my first time fighting alongside him. Oh, that was a cool... What was that move? Cry of the Hunter? Love that. Get out of here. You're holding us up. Oh, never mind. Get over here, you worthless giants. Wow. Are you just gonna kick me away again? Rotation. New stream who dis. Hi. I sure hope so. Is this your first time on here? Okay. Alrighty. Perf. Okay. And we did another deed. Is it not going to tell me which one? That's fine, I guess. Normally it says which one. Where did Gimli even go? What is happening? Where did he go? I totally should have been paying attention. Oops. So like me. But he ran this way originally. Okay. Hey, friend. It seems these dour hands were not expecting us to come in by the hidden door. This is amusing, but I tire of dealing with lesser dour hands. Let us find Skorgrim with no further delay. Gimli is so bothered. Okay. Well, we do still have more lesser dour hands to play with. You started playing this in October. You started playing LOTRO in October? Wow. Yo. I've been playing since 2011. That is a level. I hit level 40. Wow, exciting. You were 5 in 2011. Oh, that's a great way to make a girl feel old. I won't talk about how old I am. Yeah, that's, see, me and rotating you're probably short, so, oh my god, stop. I am short. What the heck, yo? Oh man, there's too many callouts in one go. You're 6'6", Jesus. I'm 5'2". I'm 157 centimeters. Deed bestowed, and it's not telling me which one. Deed completed. Who's to say which one? I'll open that mail in a second. You were 5'9" at such a young age. I don't know what it's like to be, I mean, obviously, You don't know what it's like to be tall unless you get tall. I hit 5'2" when I was like 12 years old, and I just never got taller. I always thought, like every other kid, I'll go through another growth spurt. Hi, yeah, back again with another crash, and I didn't even notice this one. You would think, with actively reading the chat and responding to them, I might have seen everything stop. That's okay though, because it'll happen again, and I'll notice it then. Okay, Gimli.
I think I have had quite enough.
Gimli says, I think I have had quite enough. Skorgrim has nowhere left to hide, and I think he now realizes it. His doom stands outside his door, and he has no choice but to face it. Are you ready for battle? Hey, Gimli, I totally validate that you hate Skorgrim so much, but don't forget that we're also here to find a Nazgul, which is arguably so much more important. Thrice accursed fools. Here, I'll open this up. I cannot read what he's saying. I shall tolerate your hounding of my steps. No longer. Skorgrim, deal with these interlopers. Skorgrim says, as you demand. Okay. Oh, here are my men. Kids from 2006 are turning 20 this year. Wow, kids who were born in 2006 are leaving their teens this year. That's actually insane. And also, if I've totally lost all of you because of internet, that's fine. Oh wow, your birthday's soon. That's exciting. Happy birthday. Okay. Gosh, so many Dowrians to fight. They're really just throwing them at you in this game. Hey man. Skorgrim is kind of tall for a Dower Hand, isn't he? Hey, I'm gonna get up close and take a good look at you. Hey man, hi. Okay. I love the bright green eyes. You're so pretty. What did you just do? What was that move? What was that move? Totally not gliding the stream at 3-6. Hey, rude. I'm 5'2". Okay. Wow. Who the heck are you, fell spirit? Who the heck are you? What the heck? Hey, Gimli.
Well met, friend.
You fought well, and we have put an end to Skorgrim's menace. I'm troubled by the escape of the Nazgul and the apparition that appeared upon Skorgrim's death, but there is nothing we can do about that right now. At least we have paid the Dour Hands for their treachery. Haha. Of course, his main goal the whole time was just to defeat Skorgrim. Can we talk about how there was a fell spirit inside of Skorgrim, which means like how much of his actions, and therefore the actions of every single Dour Hand that was under his leadership, were really like their will. Just a thought. It was a good battle, but I think it's time to leave. I'm ready to journey back to the guest rooms at Rivendell when you are. Let's hit it. Let's hit it back. Oh, talk to Gloin? Okay. What do you have to say, though? That was a good fight. Such exercise does not come along every day. That would be the way that Gimli would look at it. Okay. We're gonna stay in first person because I prefer riding my horse in first person. Although look how pretty she is. Look how pretty. Love. But the ride is smoother when you play in first person and you use your mouse to guide the way. It's so much more immersive this way. Oh, not housing. Separate instinct. Okay. Gosh, Rivendell is so pretty. And we're gonna take the stables over to the Misty Mountains.
What can I do for you?
At Gloin's camp. What elk did we get? Very pretty, very nice. I've noticed all of the stables in what is that? The Trollshaws give you an elk to ride on. I've been having so much fun seeing all of that. Okay. Hi, Gloin. You bring tidings both joyous and dark. The Dour Hands are done. They will never hope to threaten the Longbeards again. While the news of the spirit that was driven from Skorgrim is unsettling, it is not as disturbing as the news of the rider's escape. What is worse, you tell me that he spoke of bringing men to Helegrod. What he seeks in that old dwarf hall is a mystery to me. Unfortunately, there is more that must be done if Rivendell is to be secured. Know, though, that I will give you whatever help I can. Incredible. I love this for us. So I get the Stonecutter's arms. Not that much better than what I already have. Ooh! Crawler hide coat, though. Those I can't use. And this gold ring. Oh, it's a huge resistance rating, though. I'm gonna go for the hide coat, though.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Let's take a little look-see look at how it looks. Not bad. I kind of like it, actually. If you have a moment, allow me to tell you some of the tale of Helegrod, the ruins of which lie north of here. The tale may shed light on what the writer seeks to accomplish, though I cannot guess what that might be. Helegrod was delved beneath the mountain of Orodlostal. It remained the northernmost output of Khazad-dûm for long years. Mithril was never to be found there, but a good many other stones and riches were. Those riches drew a dragon to Helegrod. Thorog, he was named. He slew all the dwarves and made his bed in Helegrod's treasury. In Khazad-dûm, which elves call Moria, Durin marshaled a company of dwarves to journey to Helegrod and slay the beast. Thorog was defeated, but Durin was slain during the dragon's dying breath. He was the fifth of that name. The next two had a sad end, but I will not speak of that now. Dwarves sought to reclaim Helegrod in the years that followed, but death hung heavy over that place, and they abandoned the halls and removed Helegrod's riches to Khazad-dûm. I do not know what the writer might seek to gain by taking to Helegrod. Perhaps he simply wants to fortify it, but I would wager there is more to this deed than we can see. Perhaps by scouting the borders of Helegrod, we can learn more of his plans. Do not attempt to enter Helegrod itself. Too many dark things linger there. But instead seek the outer treasury. Search near Gongarag. Okie dokie. Sorry, I wanted to turn my stream manager back on. Okay, well let's take a look where that is. Oh, okay. So we've already had to travel like around this way, which was hilarious. We did not need to. It turned out that there is a path right here, or a pass between the mountains right here. And originally I'd gone all the way up and around. So we've actually passed by very close to where this is before. Look at that. I've even found the marker already. So, oh, it's nighttime. midnight, in fact. It looks very dark. We're gonna go do that now. Wow. I love this. I love the night sky in Middle Earth. Oh, there's so many things for me to work through. I keep gathering Mathams, but I haven't done the Bounders quest, and I need to take the time out at some point to do that. I'm also gonna kill I'm starting out like this. I always say I'm gonna hit as many enemies as I can between here and my next objective, and then I hit like 10 of them and I get tired of it. But I need to level up as much as I can because I'm very close to hitting a level 44, 45 quest and not being high enough leveled for it. Kids and bears. I hate fighting the lurkers, but I'll do it. That was a rather cinematic viewpoint to do that from. I am somewhat grateful that they just give you a bunch of bears to attack, all cloistered together. How much XP am I even getting from these guys? 167? That's not bad. Not the best, but not bad. Okay, go through here. Hit up some snow beasts. Say hello. They're savage. Me too. I really do love the Misty Mountains. It's so completely different from other areas that feel more closed in. Like, there's a very obvious linear path in the Misty Mountains, like how to get from one place to another, which other map areas lack. There's like a greater degree of like you can go any which way and get to the same place when you're in a lot of other maps. Like Breeland, the lowlands are somewhat linear looking, but not really when you're actually out in the fields. But the Misty Mountains are, in a technical sense, very linear. But they feel vast, massive, really cool. They're probably one of my favorite areas to traverse. Even though it does really take a while to get from one place to another. The journey feels like... I don't know, it doesn't feel like it takes that long. It definitely does, though. Okay. Oh, hello, Corkers. Nice to see ya. Something that you see in LOTRO that is like an existent phenomenon in Lord of the Rings books, but isn't really expounded on as much just because it's not as interesting to the story, is that, like, there are a lot of humans, like, working for the bad guy. And a lot of the time it's just because, like, they don't actually know how bad he is. They think that they're on the right side of the story and stuff like that because he's powerful. Or they're being tricked, or they just need money. And they've been given all these promises by Sauron or Sauron. Okay, where am I going? This way? Yes. Yes. But I like that in the game they expound on that more and they show it more, because on the outskirts of the main storyline, it is going to be more prevalent. Okay, scout the borders using Helegrod's treasury. Oh, hello. Putrefied Oathsworn? Oathsworn, what are you guys doing helping this guy? This is like so not your story. Bring the sigil of Drugoth to Gloin. Did you encountered whites? You should defeat one and search its remains for some clues. I'm guessing that that's what I just got, was remains. Did it say anything? Nope. That's chill. I know that I've killed a lot of enemies between here and back from whence I came, but I feel like a lot of them will have respawned. I'm doing a decent job of attacking all of them and getting very little XP for it. That's okay though. At the very least, I can take everything that I get from their loot and sell it and use what I've gotten to pay the mortgage on my house in Rivendell. Very important to pay your dues. I like that you can see this massive pass that I have to go through, and then beyond that, a pass over this way. But they're actually like quite far away. Lots of guys to attack. I'll go after this guy too. Okay. Through here. Potentially say hi to some bears unless they've been killed really recently. And they haven't. Hi, bears. Come on. I want to go get more dialogue. Okay. Ah, so cool looking. What a vibe. Misty mountains at night. You have the silhouette of the mountains in the background. During the day, there's so much mist. But at night, they like let it subside and you get the starry night with the backdrop. Really cool. Okay. And I'm not going to the right here, am I? Oh, I am. I'm literally right here. Hi. Hey. I know where I am. Now. Look at that lady up on the corner. Quay Mithrin. What are you doing being so morose? So melancholy. So melodramatic out on the corner. Okay. Whites! Surely this is the doing of the rider, and that sigil you found on one of them. I can tell that it is an artifact of evil, but its true meaning is beyond me. Perhaps it is time we ask for help from Master Elrond. You want to go talk to Elrond?
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
I am a master of earth, stone, and axe. Not of these fell whites and evil artifacts. Go to Master Elrond in Rivendell and tell him of all of what has transpired. He'll be able to tell you what you should do, what should be done next. Got it. Okay. I'm guessing you can't take me directly to the homely house. For shame. Oh, another elk, but this one's like a wintry one. Oh, I love, look at the detail here. Sick. Okay, and I'm gonna be lazy.
How can I be of service?
And go to the homely house with travel. Yet another new elk. They're always different. Ah, I love it though. This is an incredible skin. What? Ah, the one thing I wish is that they would tell you like the name of the skin of whatever steed you're on. Not that you can really access all of them for the most part. In fact, if it was like a limited edition, you're done for. Still, that would be really cool. Might be a lot of work though. Okay. Go through the maze that is the last homely house so that we can say hi to Elrond. I've lost internet so many times tonight. I keep checking to see whether I've gotten it back yet or not. But I think our bandwidth has figured itself out after resetting the router 3 times. Hello, Elrond.
Dark days are coming.
Dark days are coming, he says. So you have returned, and with evil tidings. This is the mark of a Gaunt Lord. Perhaps you've seen one before? Sometimes Gaunt Lords use these sigils to summon the fell spirit that animates the white. The sigil you have brought is a mark of Drugoth the Black, a powerful Gaunt Lord. As for what drew the Nazgul and this Gaunt Lord to Helegrod, I fear I now know what they seek. Oh, really? Oh no. Okay.
Will you lend me your aid
For a moment I thought I was going to be too low level to take on the next quest. But no, it's just my internet. Okay. What the Nazgul seeks has become apparent to me. Loin told you of the fall of Helegrod, I expect. Durin, the fifth such dwarf to bear that name, slew the dragon Thorog, but perished during the battle alongside most of his company. When it became clear that Helegrod was a place of evil, and their attempts to restore it futile, the dwarves removed the riches from the treasury and left the dragon's body to molder. However, I fear the cold and ice of Orod Lostal may have preserved the body of the dragon far longer than any would have thought. Even after death, and the passage of so many years, the body of Thorog would possess much power. I fear that Drugoth the Gauntlord might use his arts to place some spirit within that corpse, raising the most terrible of wights to the service of Angmar. A dragon wight within reach of Imladris is too grave a threat to be ignored. I must ask you to go into the treasury of Helegrod and put an end to the plans of Drugoth and the Nazgul. It will be a difficult task, so gather a party of mighty warriors and go forth. And of course, we're just gonna not do that necessarily. Well, hey, I'm not ready for these. What's this?
Dark days.
No, I'm not ready for those. Why did you say that they're available, silly? We're gonna go to Helegrod. Fire and Ice. Okay, Game of Thrones. What was the Game of Thrones one? A Song of Ice and Fire? Is that Game of Thrones? I think it is. Okie dokie. Ah, this is such a pretty building. In and out you go during this series from this beautiful, beautiful home. And always you're carrying dark tidings every time until the end of the story. It is, it really is. Oh, you hydrate and posture check. Thank you. Also, protect our national parks. And a posture check would be smart. Especially I'm all like cozied up with my blanket and everything on my lap. I'm gonna be bent over in my old age from playing too many video games and reading too many books. Okay. So, let's go. Can you take me? No, you can't. Let's go to the stables. Take a look-see at this one. Oh, just one of the basic elk. Still love it though. Still beautiful. And then we'll go directly from here to Gloin's camp. So tiny, so short. Hey, get out of here, you. Where am I going? Misty Mountains. Oh, I love this one. Hey, we had this one earlier. The detail here just gets me. Can't get over that. I wanted to see. Yeah, I didn't think that Gloin's camp was the only one in the Misty Mountains. It's just the only one you can get to from Rivendell. And we're gonna go straight up. We're gonna go straight there. I wonder how crazy this is going to be when I'm so... Well, I'm not horrifically low leveled. It's only 43. I keep, like, having it in my head that I know level 45 quests are coming, but I keep forgetting that I'm not technically there yet. And so I'm like, I'm so low leveled. I'm so not able to do this. When I am, I'm fine. It would behoove me to do, like, 3 missions and just fully level up to 41. But am I gonna? Not until I have to. Also, the sounds when they do like owl sounds during the nighttime, which they do like not everywhere, in Middle-earth, but at least the majority of Erdogan. Very cool, very immersive, very a fan. Oh. Okay. Who needs to use the pathways? Pathways are for people who don't wander off the track. Lieutenant Lobotomy, please tell me that the LT is short for Lieutenant and that your Twitch name is Lieutenant Lobotomy, because that's beautiful and incredible and inspiring. Thank you for for subscribing with Prime. I thought that you had followed. You subscribed to me with Prime? Thank you. Much beloved. That's incredible. I really appreciate it. And that's even better, because that brings me out of my accursed 6 subscribers. Actually, I think that one of my subscribers got, like, it aged out. But for over a month, I was sitting at 6 subscribers, which is baby itty bitty subscribers, but it felt evil and wrong and bad. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, do you hear those owl sounds? I don't know if it's loud enough for you guys, but I love it. Man, the day-night cycle takes ages. And watch, I'm gonna go inside Helegrod. I'm gonna fight some fell spirit, hopefully before it enters a dragon's body. And then I'll come out and it'll be midday. I don't know if it's just because I notice it more, but I always feel like night lasts longer than day in Middle-earth. I think it's just an unfortunate effect of, like, the timing of when I'm playing instances versus when I'm not. Oh, is this not the right way? It is. Right? Or do I need to go further up? I do. I turned too soon. Hi, Savage Snow Beast. Goodbye. Okay. Let me up the hill. Let me up. Okay. And another corker. I wanna, at some point I'll zoom in and give everybody a close look of what the corkers look like in first person. They are like regular guys, but I'm pretty sure they're like heavily bearded and have fuzzy hats on. I like how when Glorian is warning you about Helegrod's treachery, he's like, it's really dangerous. There's really bad stuff in there. Do not go in. Just hang out on the outskirts. Just check out the outside of the treasury. And you do that quest. You go on the outskirts. You go to Elrond, and he's like, there's really, really evil stuff in there. Get in there. You gotta get in there. Love the difference. Two very, very different leadership styles. Okay, are we gonna get...
Elrond Half-Elven fears that the remaining Nazgul has enlisted the aid of the Gaunt Lord Drogon to instill a fell spirit into the frozen corpse of the ancient dragon Thorog and raise the beast once more as a wight. Little time remains to stop it.
I have no idea how loud the voices are for people. But it said, Elrond Half-Elven fears that the remaining Nazgul has enlisted the aid of the Gaunt Lord Drogoth to instill a fell spirit into the frozen corpse of the ancient dragon Thorog and raise the beast once more as a wight. Little time remains to stop their evil plans. Except we're gonna do just that. That's exactly what we're going to do. And I've been inspired, but I'm gonna have a snack anyway. Hey guys, Angmar High Priests. Interesting that these are the people that we're fighting right now. Okay, bye. Because, I mean, obviously we're not fighting the Dowrians anymore, but I would have expected whites. Oh, wow. Okay, and there's the Nazgul, and there's Drogoth, the Deathmonger, and his Oathsworn. What a view! Yeah, that's right. The internet dropped out again, right as we stumbled on one of the coolest situations in all of Lord of the Rings Online. I was struck in awe, and then I was struck out of the game server. I am very momentarily about to blame this situation on my husband's new obsession with Dangerous Elite, a space game, but it turns out that it was far, far more infrastructural than that. So I'm sorry. Your space game is very cool. Am I back? Am I back? With 0 viewers because I died. We're back! Okay, wow. Ugh, it has been bad. That's the 4th time I've lost internet tonight. And I believe Cleve is not with us now because we died. Cleve, if you're here... Let's see, can I move? No. So are we back really? I might have to, yeah. I should have seen that coming. I wonder if I'm going to have to restart the instance or not. I don't think I've been booted out of Lord of the Rings Online during an instance for a very long time. Cleve, if you're still here, what you were just seeing was an instance, hi T-Goose, what you were seeing was an instance in Helegrod for Volume 1, Book 5, in the Misty Mountains, in the Helegrod Treasury, where there's a dragon. Stunning as always. Oh. Either you're talking about me or that scene in Helegrod that we just left. But I hope I don't keep losing internet tonight. That's been very unfortunate. And I frankly blame my husband, who is currently doing like some big launch of some kind in... What's it called? What's the game called? It's the space game. It's a space game. And it's taking up like all the bandwidth of our internet. Cleep says, I haven't experienced that instance before. It looks awesome. Yes. It is part of the epic quest. Around level 43, I think this one is. So if you haven't gotten there yet, that's why. But you're guaranteed, regardless of like character or anything, it's so far past the prologue or anything, everyone gets this quest along their story. You can get subs now, that's dope. I can. I got, who was it? Lieutenant Lobotomy gave me a Prime sub tonight. I was so excited. Okay. Oh, good. It brought me back within the instance. That's perfect. So, I will fight these guys super quick. But, oh, hello. Hi. You had like delved underground, hadn't you? I thought you died. So, we're gonna go right back up here and take a look at that view again, because it's absolutely stunning. What a fantasy vibe. So, here's the Nazgul that we've been hunting down pretty much all of book 5, and even I think book 4, technically, of volume 1. Here is Drugoth the Deathmonger, who's like a Gaunt Lord, super white, and he's going to put a fell spirit inside of the dead Thorog, who's just like, he's a dragon that's been dead, hanging out here for a long time. But it's so cold in the Misty Mountains that he hasn't... T-Goose! Thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Oh my god, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. I did, I made some stickers. Here, wait, let me take a look. I don't know which stickers are for which levels, but I have this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Oop, I'm getting attacked. Hi, buddy. And so, you have those now. Those emotes. And I've been planning on making more. I've just been working overtime so much lately that I haven't been able to. But thank you. I really appreciate that. I really want, there's the Lost one I want to remake. Because you can't really see that it says Lost again on it. I love the vibe of that sticker so much. But it could use some improvement. Okay. Now that we're down here, it's so spooky. Naturally. You're seeing it from so far away. It just looks like such a cool fantasy vibe. And then once you actually get up there... Oh, so this is totally going to be our escape, right? But once you actually get into the delve... Playing first person crazy. I do that without thinking all the time. I used to play in first person all the time. I've been trying to get used to playing in third person. Look, another backways. Examine the obelisk? Where's the obelisk? What obelisk? There's an obelisk? I haven't been paying attention. Is the obelisk like a necessary item for them to put the white fell spirit into the dragon and I just wasn't paying attention? Hello, terrible fell spirit. BRB. See you in a bit. I should have been paying attention. What obelisk? That was glowing faintly. If only I had been paying attention. I'll make my way back around. I'll be there in a sec. Hello, fellow spirit. Hello, twisted spirit. I love all these crazy statues. Huge, huge, huge statues. What are you guys doing over here? Hi. Party in the corner. Someone's having a little gossip sesh. Okay. And, oh, I can't go all the way back around. Okay. That's fine. I have to go look for an obelisk anyway. So there's a little walkway down here. And then there's another one. Where is it? Down here. What for? For why? Oh, look, another one over here. What are these passages for? Am I gonna have to traverse these? Wait, where's the obelisk? Oh, you! Oh, very obvious, actually. Very glowing, very big, very noticeable. And yet, a plaque on the side of this obelisk is written in several tongues. It reads, I, Durin, Lord of Khazad Dûm, have delved this vault with the aid of Gwaith Myrdain. To protect the great riches found here, there are obelisks crafted by the arts of elves as a token of friendship. Only those who invoke the name of the Star Kindler may pass 3 times. 3 are the obelisks. So there are 9 obelisks, and 3 times must you speak. So is this not one of them? Examination of the obelisk at the entrance. Okay, so I do have to go through those little tunnels so I can find the obelisks and invoke the name of the Star Kindler. Don't necessarily know who that is. Star Kindler. That has to be someone that's important to the dwarves, right? Oh, sick. I like how they really do just stand around like they're buddies at work talking. Look at that. They're just at the local watering hole. Why would the anagram people be here? And Angmar people be here? They haven't explained their presence yet. Not that it isn't, like, somewhat, like, understandable. But it is frustrating that they don't explain it, story-wise. I keep looking at my time online of, like, the session on my stream manager. Because I know that I started streaming at like 9 p.m. and it's 10 p.m. now. But I've had so many crashes because of our internet going out that it says I've only been streaming for 11 minutes. And I feel like I'm getting gaslit by my stream manager. Oh, is there no obelisk in here? I guess it checks out that sometimes there won't be. It's not like every single hallway is gonna have one. Frustrating. This looks like a prison. Or a torture chamber. Okay. This way, it's just a set of stairs that lead to nothing. And this hallway was a dud. These are really cool. I wonder if you could get these for your housing. You know what I mean? That'd be really cool. Get a bunch of really evil looking green and blue torches outside my house. Which would not match the vibe of the rest of my house at all. But it would make me pleased. Okay. Here's doping. Nothing to attack for the most part so far. I love how twisty and windy everything is though. This vibes as an obelisk room. Go right on through his little icky area. Okay. Hi. Oh, everyone's gathered to dance. Okay. We're invoking the name. I don't know who. Oh, of Elbereth, actually. That checks out. That makes sense. Because it had said that it was the Star Kindler. Elbereth. Which of course they would do, because the elven folk, including Elbereth, helped them make the obelisks as a token of friendship. Imagine, like, your bestie's name being the passcode to your, like, lockbox of riches. That's love. That's also mildly, like, maybe they weren't just roommates. But in a good way. Obelisk, please. Yeah. Oh, hey. That was such a badass move, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So many guys to fight. So many. Goodness gracious. Summoning 4 Oathsworn Wights at the same time is kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Can't deny how cool that is. Okay. Last but not least. End the Nazgul's plans, so let's go back. I believe this means that I've opened up the doors. Oh, hey! You guys were just hanging out over here? Okay. Oh, I left one. That's okay. He can stay. What a cool area. I feel like I say that with most instances though. Okay. So, ooh. This wasn't open before. Look how big the dragon is! Okay. Hi. I tire of these intrusions. You will wait. Enough. Do what we came to do. Your service is needed, spirit. Go, join your brothers. Oh, so cool. So you're putting just a lot of spirits inside the dragon, because that's a whole lot of dragon. Arise, spirits, help bring this great beast back to our world. I can only do skirmish alone. I think dying in instances alone I'm gonna do. Try, instead of, if what you want is to level up and get better, missions are really good for leveling. No, he's breaking free. Good for him. The meddling of these fools has broken my control. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I shall deal with these witless worms. It's just me. I'm the only witless worm here. Hi, Nazgul. Are you gonna kill me? I get the feeling maybe you are. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do this alone. I call upon the eye? Please don't do that. Hey man. I'm just one girl. Okay, that's fine. Bye. Empty rose. Yo. And now I'm just here alone? Whoa. What the heck? Do I just leave back from the way I came? Wild. That was crazy. Where'd the dragon go? What are we gonna do about the dragon? That's a whole ass undead dragon.
The missing Nazgul fled to the ancient ruins of Helegrod, where he and the gaunt Lord Drogoth attempted to raise a dragon as the most terrible of wights.
If that just blasted.
Though the ritual was successful, the Nazgul was sent back to Mordor, and the dragon wight fled. I fear that Drogoth may yet bring the dragon wight under his control, but that is not compared to the burden I must guide south.
That was crazy loud. It's okay, Tigos, I'm fine. My goodness, wow. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. I should have made a milestone. Cleave audio, these cutscenes are always so loud. I don't get it. Because if the master volume is low, what are they doing with the cutscenes? And I don't think that cutscene volume is an individual. Oh, see, I told you guys it would be daytime when I got back. The night sky is gone. You can't see anything. The mountains in the distance. These are not the mountains in the distance that you're seeing at night. These are mountains that we're going to very soon pass through. I do love daytime in the Misty Mountains as well, though. But yeah, I don't think that cutscene volume is something that you can adjust. I think it's just loud. It wasn't always that way. You got a 3-day weekend? Me too. And dang, I'm so glad for it. I actually am hoping if I can, I really, really want to, and I don't see why I can't. I want to stream tomorrow, but there's a very high likelihood that I'll be streaming Clair Obscur, because ever since I started this past week, I've been doing like every other stream Clair Obscur and LOTRO. And during my first stream, I found out that Clair Obscur is actually a really long game, and it's kind of hilarious because part of me wanting, like, there are just so many incredible games that are out that I've never played and I have a lot of interest in. And so I told myself, like, it's the new year, I might as well pick up a new game. But I wanted to pick up a game that wasn't an MMO. I was like, I want this game to have a beginning and an end. Because even though technically the Epic Quest has an end in LOTRO, I'm never going to stop playing this game. And so I pick up Clair Obscur because my brother-in-law has been telling me ever since it came out that I really need to play it. And then first thing, I know nothing about this game going in. I made a point of having no idea. I've kept myself away from the game, so I'd have no spoilers. And first thing, within like 10 minutes of starting the game, someone during the stream was like, oh yeah, this is like a really long game. So I've set myself up with 2 incredibly long games that I'm streaming, and I'm not upset because they're both, I mean, obviously LOTRO is it for me, but Clair Obscur has been a blast so far. And I get the feeling, just based on the vibes, I get the feeling that whatever, because I believe there are multiple ends to Clair Obscur that you can get, I get the feeling that no matter what, it's probably going to be emotional and I'm probably going to cry on the stream when that time comes, which will be probably entertaining for people who aren't me. So if you guys get bored tomorrow and want to watch something that you might not actually otherwise be interested in because you might not really care about Clair Obscur, I'll probably be streaming it at some point. I gotta say, there's something about, like, when you're playing in first person, it is incredibly immersive, obviously. But when you're playing in third person, there's something really nice about, like, seeing the attacks that your character does, seeing them, like, pull out and then sheath their weapons and stuff like that. It's very satisfying. I feel like my left eardrum is still booming from that cutscene. Okay. So, we're not talking to anyone here. We're just going straight to the stable. Hello.
What do you want?
What do you want? He says. Got another good basic elk here. And directly on again to the last homely house. Oh, I love this one. The blue and white with the super, super, super dark antlers, but you see also the antlers have like lighter tips. Pretty, pretty. Whoever gets to design the steeds in this game does the best job, in my opinion. Back through the maze of the last homely house to say hi to Elrond. And let him know we let an undead dragon get away. We also technically let Thorgrod, Thogrod, whatever the white razor guy was, get away. And although we fought him and made him say goodbye for a little while, we technically are way too low level to kill the Nazgul, so he got away too. Is it a success if the dragon got away but is still like alive? Let's find out.
Dark days are coming.
I don't know if you heard him say that. He's like, dark days are coming. Okay. He says, you've done a great thing today. Oh. He says, you've done a great thing today. Few have faced the might of the Nazgul and lived to tell the tale, and fewer still can claim to do so more than once. Fortunately, the waters of the Bruinen and your pursuit of him weakened him to the extent that you could defeat him and send him back to Mordor. He will not spend as long recovering from this wound as you did after Daggerlad, which is like, as a high elf, that's like your backstory for how you found yourself in Rivendell in the first place. But his recovery will be through the dark arts of Sauron, and the less said of them, the better. As for the matter of the dragon, it would appear that although the ritual was partially successful, the Dragon White is not fully under the control of Drugoth, that was his name. It still presents a threat to Rivendell, but not so great as would have been had the ritual been completed. For now, we can turn our attention to other matters, although someday you may wish to return to Helegrod and end this threat completely. Oh, I hope that's like a really cool side quest you can do. So this armor is not as good as what I have. This armor, vitality and fate, but I really want the agility. Let's look at the earrings. In combat, moral regen we love. I'm gonna go with this guy.
Hope is not in vain.
Which one am I replacing? This one. Nice. And we're on to book 6. Forward, turning to the north. I wish you would remain here, away from the troubles of the world. But alas, the enemy does not rest, and so neither can we. Angmar grows in power with each passing day, and without a means to stem its evil, we have no hope of winning this war. Speak with Aragorn. He waits for you in one of the guest rooms along the road that winds up the southern slope of the Vale of Imladris. So, we're going to go to the guest house. Wowie wow wow, we're on to book 6. These lights are everything. Everything in here. Everything in the last homely house is everything. Obviously. They did such an incredible job putting it together. Oh, did you see? She was T-posed. Okie dokie. Real quick, we'll go down and talk to Aragorn and just keep on keeping on. I feel like we are really smashing through quests tonight. Of course, it's the one night that I'm losing internet constantly and restarting my stream constantly. And so people keep losing me and then going on somewhere else. Which I don't blame anyone for. But of course it would be tonight of all nights that I'm actually getting so much done in the game. I can't wait to see the recording of this later. I'm just constantly like, hello? Am I here? But so far, I think we've reached a record 32 minutes without losing internet tonight. Kind of incredible. Hi, Aragorn.
It is time to turn our eyes north.
With matters in hand here, it is time to turn our attention to the north.
Will you stay a moment? I must
Hail
speak with
and
you.
well met. It is well that you have come. This morning, a falcon arrived, bearing a message for me from Estelden, the hidden refuge of my people in the North Downs. It would appear that another such bird came to Estelden from the north, gravely wounded, bearing a message from one of my kinsmen we have believed long dead. I know little more, for the message to me was brief, but Daravan has asked me to come at once. My time here is short, and I cannot return now to confer with my people. My path lies to the south and to the east. Will you go up to Estelden in my stead, and learn what tidings have come from there? Speak to Daravan, for it was he who sent the message to me. I fear that the news is grave, for Coronir was deemed lost years ago when his captain Goladir disobeyed my edict and took a company north into Angmar. They were never heard from again. It is a joy that Coronir lives, but what kept him from contacting us before now? Sick. So, it's time to go into Estelden. And take a look at the map. So, here's the North Trollshaws, the Lonelands, the Misty Mountains. But we need to go here, into Estelden, which technically we've been to before. I think technically that was books 2 and 3. So not really that long ago. So I'm gonna see if we can take a horse directly there. And if not, we'll do just a little bit of jumping around. Or, hey wait, I'm being silly. I'm still, because we were just there, and I never milestoned to Glowing's camp or to anywhere in the Trollshaws. I'm still milestoned to Estelden. Ah. Serendipity. A beautiful moment. A beautiful circle coming round again. Ah, my chair's so squeaky. Okay. So, I wonder if he's going to be out and about, or if he's going to be in the tower. It's not you. Hey, there you are. Daravan. Daravoon? Daravan. What do you look like? You're just a guy. You're just a guy in ranger clothes. Welcome. Did Aragorn not come with you? Alas, but this is fell news. Well, there is naught for it now. You will have to do. Okay, friend. Are you prepared for a long, dark journey, been on one man? It is through Ram-Duath into Angmar that I must send you.
What do you need?
Perhaps I should start from the beginning. Many years ago, one of our captains, a man by the name of Goladir, desired to enter the realm of Angmar, for he had heard rumor that the descendants of the ancient hillmen of Rudar had made for themselves a home there and began again to multiply. He suspected also that a shadow had come again unto Carndum, for fell creatures began to spread southward into the North Downs, which is so far true within the plot that we've been playing. I see only skirmishes, instances, and epic battles. For missions, there are going to be mission recruiters at specific areas. I don't know if it would help you to look online and look up mission recruiter areas, but they hang out by the stables. I don't think that there is one in Bree. Where do I see mission? Yeah, take a look on where to find them. I know for a fact, because I was just playing, I did the Before the Shadow. There are at least 2 mission recruiters in Cardolan, but if you haven't been there yet, obviously that would be annoying to get to. Okay. Aragorn forbade any to go there, for that land still had an ill name. though it has been barren for hundreds of years. Nevertheless, Golodir gathered those who would go with him and passed out of our memory, until a few weeks ago. A wounded falcon arrived, bearing a message from Cornir, one of Golodir's company, stating that he had been dwelling at a place called Oghair, a village of the hillmen somewhere north of Ramduath, so that proves true that they did actually go there and make a home for themselves. Will you go there and speak with Cornir? The urgency of his message makes me fear what has come to pass. I deem we have not yet seen the darkest times. No, we super have not. Southbury has one? Perfect. Yeah, missions are a fantastic way to level up. Oh, do you have more random stuff to say?
How can I be of service?
I cannot give you better guidance than to say, seek out Oghair. But for Golodir's company, my kindred have not passed north beyond Ramduath. So, let's take a look-see. We're gonna go up here this way. I don't know if there's a back pass, so we might have to go out through the front entrance here and up through these hills. We're gonna go up to Angmar, and then you'll see from here, this road, up to Oghair. So that's our path. Now, I don't believe that there is a pass through back here, but we might as well double check. If there is, sick. If there isn't, that's totally fine. Where do you lead? Oh no. Oh, my interest is getting the better of me. Craft hall. I've never bothered to enter the craft hall in Estelden. I probably should eventually. And now entering Kingsfell. Where am I going? I mean, it looks like it's leading me through these mountains, and then I can just go north. And I'm fine with being wrong. But I don't think I am. Oh, look at these trees! Huge! Here, wait. Huge. Wow. Oh, you like jazz? Love the name. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the fam. So far, nothing to fight, but I think I did actually go the wrong way out of pure curiosity. Love when that randomly works out for me. I have such a habit of accidentally getting lost and going absolutely the wrong way every time I need to go somewhere. So this is my lucky day. These trees are massive. Oh. Hi. Well, you're way too low leveled for me, but hi. Let's take a look at this guy. He's not gonna attack me. Hey, man. Hi. Hello. I love your bangs. Ah, okay, bye. Oop. Watering hole with a warg. Getting some water. Presumably. Side bangs. It's like they're stuck in 2016, and frankly, that's okay. Some people are just stuck in 2016. I still have like the 2011 anime girl bangs, and I'm probably never gonna move past them. I will just be like this forever. Okay. Man. We're in Nan Emulg. We haven't done a single quest over here. The main epic quest line does not take you through here. Not whatsoever. I'm willing to bet, though, that the Estelden quests, like the local quests in that area, ask you to go up here and slay all of these creatures for whatever purposes. Let's also double check. I don't think we missed any of the stables. So the main quest line can confirm, now that we're moving past the North Downs, the main quest line does take you to every single stable master. Except potentially Oathrecord? No, you do go to Oathrecord when you're gathering the council. So 100% successfully. Every, what are they called? Every map area so far that the main epic quest line has taken us to every single stable master in that area. The main quest line is the chapters, correct? Yes. So this is we call it the epic quest line, which is epic. Anything that says epic dash. And normally it's best only to have, if you want like the chronological story order, to only have accessed one at a time. You're on chapter 2 of prologue, if you're quite low leveled, or are you on chapter 2 of, so it's gonna be, there's volumes, books, and chapters. I'm doing this the wrong way for you guys. Volumes, books, and then chapters. So it starts with a prologue, and there's gonna be chapter 1 and so on, or book 1 and so on, and then chapter 1 and so on. And then once you finish the prologue, which is effectively like the tutorial area, and every race, although there are some races where it like doubles up, gets their own prologue storyline. Once that prologue is done, it brings you into volume 1, and then you go through book 1, 2, 3, so on, and then chapters within the books 1, 2, 3, so on. So I'm currently on volume 1, book 6, chapter 2. And I'm going to keep on going through these chapters until I finish book 6, and it'll take me to book 7, and so on and so forth. Huge, creepy little cave. Creepy little, huge cave. Love it, though. That's freaky, but also really, really cool. 10 out of 10. Would jog from one continent to another, or country to another, through a giant cave. Do you need to complete the epic storyline to do endgame content? I think technically there are areas that are blocked off based on completion of epic quests. D bestowed. The villages of the Earthkin. So cool. Okay. Well, hey, did you know that your friends are hanging out back that way? Sorry for asking that. No, don't worry about it. Cool giant folk, orcs, who live in these like in between these mountains, I guess, and want to hang out and talk. They're huge. That's a giant person. And they speak common. Somehow. And also, don't worry about it. Actually, when you stream LOTRO, if you're foolish like me and admit to having played it for a long time, people will ask you a lot of questions. And so I get a lot of questions on every LOTRO stream that I do. The funny thing is, like, I am a heinously vanilla player, so there's a lot of stuff with like different challenges and tiers of challenges and stuff like that, and instances and skirmishes that I just don't interact with. And so there are a lot of questions that I'll get in regards to those that I have to be like, I don't know, man. But when it comes to just like the base game, I am very familiar with how it works, especially if you're doing like free to play and stuff like that, because I did, I think, 5 years of free to play before I ever got a VIP account. That might not be true. This will be my 9th year with this account. And I've been playing since 2011, for 14 years. 15, going up 15. So yeah. It was about 5 or 6 years of playing free to play before I got a VIP account.
Greetings, Sothra.
I love his accent. So we're already in Ogair. I guess it's like the first place you see when you enter. Me, Shannon, or Hope. I have been here a lot. I did every single quest in all of Angmar on one of my characters. I don't know why. I think it was either my Hobbit, I think it was a Runekeeper, or it was my half-elf lore master. And for whatever reason at the time, I spent like 3 or 4 weeks only playing every single quest in Angmar. I can't tell you why. So I'm like crazy familiar with just the general vibe of this area, which is, on the whole, kind of unpleasant. So I don't know what had such a hold on me over here, but something did. Okay. Glornir.
What do you need?
Yet another ranger friend. Okay. Who are you? Nay, it matters not. Okay, it does though. You should know who you're talking to. All that matters is that you have come. Matters are grave, and we have a need of any assistance we can muster. These good people are beset on all sides by the tyrants of Angmar, who now gather a mighty army to march south and crush the elves in Gondor between their hammer and the anvil of Mordor. He's a wordsmith. Time grows short, and we must act quickly if we are to hinder the shadow of Angmar. Perhaps I should tell you somewhat of our long story. When we first came unto Ogair, the hillmen were suspicious of us, but not overly hostile. Oop. That was my alarm. Guladir quickly earned their respect, for he was a great captain among us and was able to inspire the heart. Sounds like he's dead. You've been doing the quests in the area up to Bree, but you start focusing on the storyline. Oh, that's a great idea. Honestly, the storyline's so captivating too. We learned that the hillmen were under the oppression of a remnant of Angmar that had returned to Carn Dûm over the Misty Mountains. But worse, a sorcerer much likened to the Witch King of old had come to the evil city. The hillmen called the sorcerer the False King, for they knew well that the Witch King himself could never return to Angmar. Guldir determined that this steward of Angmar had to be stopped before he could gather strength in the north. He gathered together as many of the hillmen as would follow him, and journeyed east with the rest of our companions, believing that Angmar was not yet strong enough to withstand a united front. I was left behind to take the word to Estelden in the event the expedition failed, which it did. Do you wish to hear more?
What do you
Absolutely. So you would know how this tragedy came to be. In truth, I know not. I do not know whether it was through some machination of the false king, or whether it was purely an evil chance, but our march was brought to an abrupt end. As we marched east, we found ourselves confronted by a vale filled with terrible statues. Remus Deluan, the hillman, called it. That some spirit of evil vigilance abode in the stones, there was no doubt, for we could all feel the oppression of them. But it was here that Guldir bade me remain. As the host passed through the stones, it became clear why the hillmen feared the valley so. When the last few men crossed Remus Deluan, the watching stones threw forth a terrible malaise of oppression, such that those men caught within it were stricken dead by the weight of it upon their hearts. I tried to pass the stones, but could not. Guldir bid me remain, and so I did. Days turned to months, then years, and still Guldir did not return. I know I should have returned at once to Estelden, but could not abandon my captain. I tried vainly to cross from Estelwan until my very spirit was broken within me. At last, I sent the message to Estelden, which brought you hither. We must learn the secret of Remestelwan, perhaps one of the many lesser stones which litter this land, especially near the camps of Angmarim and Hillman, will reveal that secret. Go to one of the lesser watching stones, and take a rubbing of the runes found upon its base. Beware the fell and deadly stones, for they have too terrible a power. Oh, the cat shirt. Yeah, I'm a fan. I have a black cat too. Okay, so take a look at the map. There are a lot that we can choose from. So there are these. So the circles means that there are multiple in that area. But I think I want to go to this one over here. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to directly head on out. And I believe that these are going to be higher level enemies out here in the wild, which means we'll get more experience in fighting them. Okay, so let's see, level 42. Up to now, we've been fighting somewhere in the realm of 35 to 39. New Deed Workslayer. And this one. Oh, the funny little worms! I forgot about the worms! Guys, these guys are so weird looking. Okay, and it wants me to kill 100 wargs. Truly, some of these Slayer deeds are just a lot. Oh, cool. Are you saying, oh, cool, too? Me having a cat. I've got 2 cats. One's a tabby named Bard, and one is a black cat named Strider. Look how weird they are. They're freaky. They're like the worst possible kind of centipede. Wow, lots of enemies to go after. Hey dude, gigantic boar named Grimgort. Oh, is this like a special enemy with a name and everything? And I just went after him like it was nothing. Gorgio. You have a cat named Gorgio? Or is it Giorgio? I have a friend whose his name is George. And don't ask me why, but truly forever, I've referred to him as George for no reason. And I don't even think he likes it. The second way is that yours, like the G is a, so my family is Croatian and we pronounce J's with a y sound, and so for whatever reason, oh look at these hill beasts, it's like the snow beasts moved north and aren't snowy anymore. It's exactly the same creature. So in Croatian, we pronounce J's with a y sound. And for whatever reason, I just started, like, I switched in my head the G in the name George with a J. And so I call him George. There's no reason. It's just something I started doing. The other way I said it? Oh, you mean your cat's name? It was Gorgio or Giorgio? It was the second way is Giorgio? Giorgio's a good name. especially if it's a black cat. But now in my head, your black cat has a mustache. Again, don't know why, but it does. I'm sure it doesn't. Jojo is his name. Ah. Okay, what level are you? 43? That's more like it. The higher level your enemy against your level, the more experience you get. So I tend to want to fight higher and higher level enemies. Which hasn't always been the case. It's just a new habit that I'm taking on now. Because I'm fast tracking the epic quest, I find myself constantly falling behind in levels because I'm not doing any side quests. Is this the stone? No, this is the stone? I ask myself that. I've played this area so much. But yeah, now that I'm falling behind in leveling so consistently, I find myself wanting to fight higher and higher leveled enemies. Okay, so this is gonna be ouchie on your brain. So you've got the effect of dread, and you have the effect of evil presence. We'll take that back to Coronir and see what he has to say. I'm sure there's been a lot of respawning of my enemies, but I feel like I didn't go on such a long path that there will be too many of them. Like this guy, who I absolutely just aggroed. But it's okay, I'm faster than he is. You can just see him traveling behind me. Truly, this is not a pleasant area at all. I don't know why I got so enamored with it for so long. But I did. Oh, I must have aggroed someone else before it loaded in, and now they're following me too. I'm just upsetting everybody that's actually on the pathway. That's okay. They won't follow me into here. So, back in here. We are nice and we dismount our horses before we go inside.
What do you mean?
You've returned. Did you bring the rubbing? Good, let me see it.
What can I do?
Wow, I got 4,300 XP for that. These runes are of an elvish mode, but the language is the black speech, in which I am not well versed. But I do know a little, and can see that these runes speak of a heart located within the stone. Perhaps if I could study one of the stone hearts, a way to undo the spell upon them can be found. There are some lifeless stones east of here from which you may collect such a heart without fear. Bring me a stone heart as quickly as you may, so that we may be done with our duty. Okay, so the east of here area is like this marshes, yeah, over here. Malinhad, which have the great big turtles. I hate that I have to fight them because I love them. But I will fight them. Okay. It's a love-hate relationship. It is. Or really, it's like a bittersweet relationship. I love the giant turtles in Malinhad. I hate to fight them. However, they give experience and they will fight me whether I want to fight them or not. So I fight them. It's like I'm obligatorily fighting them when I don't want to. Bro didn't even get a hit on me. He was so busy howling. You guys spend way too much time howling. That word is too big for me. Oh, obligatory? That word... I feel like I don't encounter many words that are too big for me. But also, I read Lord of the Rings and the Silmarillion and such. USA education system. I got a US education system. I'm just a nerd. I outdid myself beyond the US education system. For love of learning. Maddened Hillbeast. You know, you gotta close your eyes. I know a lot of people who barely read, who are still some of the smartest people I know. And then, side to that, I'm book smart, but I'm not street smart. You know what I mean? So like, I read constantly. I read all the time. I know big words. But I also, like, shouldn't be outside alone. I'm too dumb. I'm book smart, but not street smart. Traveling groups, yeah, that's exactly what I do. I actually got to go to Europe with some girlfriends for the first time ever in my life. I left the country for the first time in my life last year, and I'm going again with my family this year, and I'm so excited. And I think that was one of those big learning moments for me where I was like, oh yeah, I am glad that I didn't try going to another country by myself. It's not my story. Nearly there. This is quite far away, isn't it? Why did I love this area so much? It's such a bad vibe, but it's so cool. Look at the sky and everything. The colors. I do love that. It's muted. But it's not a good time. Guys, we have successfully surpassed an hour of streaming without my internet shutting down again. I think we've succeeded. I hope I didn't just put bad juju out into the world, but yeah, right. There's one. I just won. The freaky marshes. I love them so much. And look, here, these are the lurkers. This is very similar if you play a lore master. This is very similar to what your bog guardian would look like. Will you come closer? This guy. And the natural inclination is to be like, ew, gross. But when it's your companion, I had a lore master who I played for like 4 years. It was like my main. And I just stuck with the bog guardian as my companion the entire time, even though it's like the second companion you get. And I named her Fern, and I loved her. and she was my baby. And so now I see these lurkers, is what they call them here. And it breaks my heart to kill them. Even though you're supposed to think that they're gross. I can't anymore. Let's see. These are the flame worms, which look like a mix between a gecko and a Gila monster, and then you make it like 200 times bigger than it should be. Oh, we have the goblins. I forgot about that. Or... Are you a goblin? What are they called? That's not a goblin. Is it? Perfect Basher. Where are you going? Are you running away? Orc kind? That can't be an orc kind. They're tiny. Oh. Deep bestowed. Defeat worms in Angmar. Can do. Okay, I want to go find the turtles. Oh, hey. I aggroed someone. Okay. More bog lurkers. Ah, I love this area. What an interesting landscape. And I believe that these are like, they're just meant to be hot springs. You know, in the middle of this otherwise awful location. Pretty little hot springs. No complaints. I'm on vacation. Oh, look, you can see one of those heartstone things, or one of the watcher stones, of which you need to gather the heart. And these, the swamp flies, buzzing swamp flies, which are the sickle flies of this area. So gross. Oh, am I near to? Oh, hey, the turtles! Look, I love him. It's just a gigantic turtle. Ah. Hi, buddy. I know you're gonna attack me. I know you hate me. I love you. Ah! Could you imagine if they were friendly? Could you imagine if that was a steed? Hi, Sharky. I hope you're well. I want an iron scale turtle steed. I want it to be my friend. Okay. Oh, I see. Lifeless watching stone. So, I'm just gonna hang out with these turtles over here. If I hang out, I mean kill. I do not want to. I love them. They're perfect. And lifeless watching stone. Let's take a good look at it. This is deeply more Gothian, in my opinion. This is some pre-Sauron shit. You know what I mean? This is like, not even Sauron could come up with how cool this is. Only Morgoth was that artistic. You examine the watching stone closely and discover, through a crack in the stonework, I'm getting attacked, a strange dark rock. As you pick up the rock, you experience a brief feeling of uneasiness, but it passes quickly. Hi, I'm so sorry. You're right, I am in your territory. I can happily say this is the last crash of this stream. It does unfortunately happen again in my next VOD, which is a continuation of Clair Obscure Expedition 33. So if you're only here for LOTRO, you're at least in better luck. I'm back! Okay, wow. It just keeps happening. I think that I will have gotten booted from Lord of the Rings Online though. It still isn't connecting. So... thank you guys for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Good to see you again. I did get booted from LOTRO, which has happened every time I've lost internet. So, we're very quickly gonna log back in. So that's number 5. 5 times I've lost internet tonight. You might think that I would lose hope and just stop streaming. But I'm not that kind of girl. You're just on your way back to Estelden before going to bed. You're in Estelden right now? What are you even doing over there? What level is your current character at? I just keep losing internet. But the thing is, the amount of time that I don't have internet, or that I have internet again, keeps getting longer. So first it was like 15 minutes. And then it was like 20. And then it was like 35. And then it was over an hour. So I'm just going to keep gaining hope that it's going to keep lasting longer and longer. The stream has crashed out, but you haven't crashed out. So valid. That's such a good way to put it. Your character is almost at level 36, but you're going for completion. Wow, you're going for completion. Oh. Epic quest completion, total questline, all questline completion, D completion. How hardcore are you going with this? Where am I going? Oh, I have so many friends. I have so many friends nearby. Anything you can find, every quest deed except that's crazy. Not that I haven't done that. And then never finish those characters. Never. I just get somewhere into levels like 50 and 60, and then I'm like, well, but I could start a new character that's like this, and then I do. I think the only characters I've ever gotten anywhere, I've gotten like 2 characters that were somewhat close-ish. That's it. Erdluin in the Shire, 100% done. Oh, and those are awesome areas to quest in. Questing in Erdluin is such a vibe. And the Shire too, but some of the Shire quests are a little can be frustrating sometimes. And it's like they're built that way. But what a vibe. That is, I think that you went about that the right way doing those during the holidays. Because those are good vibe quest areas for the holidays. Estelden is pretty cool too. I think the North Downs can be kind of annoying. And the Lonelands aren't so bad, it's just you have to run really far. And if you're doing Loneland questing while you're at the level of the quests, everything wants to attack you all the time. You've maxed reputation with Men of Bree and Eglain. That's awesome. I think that the Shire is more often than not the first group of people that I max reputation with. And then probably Thorin. I would say actually Thorin's Hall I get done pretty quickly. Is this the right way? No. Glad I checked. And then Bree just happens along the way. The Lonelands, though, as annoying as it is to do questing in the Lonelands, I've found that because of the way that they do, like, reputation on slaying of different enemies, that you can level reputation in the Lowlands really quickly. Leveling a little more before going back to the Lowlands to finish. Oh, you're doing the... Oh, wow, the Garth Argorwyn quests. Yeah, I actually can't believe that you even tried them on your current character. That's bonkers. I mean, bravo. Yet again, we're gonna ask ourselves, oh, I'm going up a hill that I can't go up. We're gonna ask ourselves, why did I love this area so much? It is not a good vibe. I was obsessed with Angmar. Why? Current me, right now me, does not understand past me for how much I loved questing in Angmar. I have to go downhill a little bit. Oh, shoot. Wow. I'm so very smart and cool. Thank you, Geraldine, for letting me know. Look at this bad vibe. It's not a cool area. Why did I love it here? You're at the mission recruiter. I just travel on the one click. Yes, exactly. So basically, oh, am I getting attacked? Hi. Why'd you come in here, you weirdo? Okay. Yes. So you talk to a mission recruiter. They'll have a bunch of different missions for you to do. You pick one, and then you click on him again after accepting that one, and he'll travel you. And you don't have to worry too much about needing luck or anything, because missions, the level of the mission levels with you. So all of your enemies will be at your level. So truly, it's an incredible way to get a lot of experience really quickly. And then in addition to that, you never have to worry about it being too high level for you. Okay. Oh no, it's red. Level 45. I need to level up. This does appear to be such a stone as the runes described, but it is of little use. The heart is cracked.
How can I be of service?
It is a pity that this heart is broken, but there may be yet another path open to us. While you were away, some of the villagers returned from a hunting expedition and told of a ritual being performed at Tor Galvin, a fortress to the northeast, east of a place called Fail Acro. The ritual appears to be related to whatever spell is cast upon these stones to grant them such power, and the sorcerer who is performing the ritual bears with him a stone heart. If you can interrupt the ritual and slay Tath, you may be able to recover the stone heart from him. Go quickly, for if he is preparing yet another watching stone, you may not get another chance. Heck yeah, man. Also, I really, really need to level up. Okay. How far north are we going? Oh, I've been over there tons of times already. Am I gonna go back on my steed and aggro more enemies while I just pass them by, even though I should be fighting them so I get levels? Yes, indeed. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I could be smarter. Alas. I just don't want to fight all the enemies I pass by. I want to keep doing the quest. You can tell I've been on here for a while because old things are aging out. But I have so much gold that I'm really not worried about it. And I'm not worrying myself about reputation, which is a first and is very weird. $50 sleek furs, gone in an instant. How odd. Okay. Oh, okay, so he's within here. And I believe that this is enemy territory. So I do have to dismount and fight some guys. Is your kinship active? No. I'm not doing kinship on this character. I'm just doing solo epic questing. And actually, this is the... I didn't carry over any characters from the old servers. So this is currently the only character that I have on this one, which is insane. But it's like, the moment I started playing this character, I started streaming it. And I only play while I stream. And I set this like challenge for myself to do the epic quest as quickly as possible while streaming. And I wanted to do all of it solo. I left every single one of my old characters, and I had like 20 of them, on the old servers. I probably didn't have 20 of them anymore. I'm sure I've deleted characters over time. Oh, down south this way? Oh yeah, through there. And so it's really, really weird now logging in. Dude, you didn't see me from right here. What kind of sentry are you? It's really weird logging in now and only having one character to choose from. And it's absolutely changed my playing style as well. Okay. We are fighting everybody. Oh. Hi, buddy. Are you gonna deal with me yourself? Hey. Oh, nice. Well done, T-Goose. Okay. I am free! So why are you fighting me? Didn't I help you, Fell Spirit? Get out of here. You. Come on. Come back. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I got the stone heart. Chill. Okay. These look like they should do something, but they don't. They're just kind of pretty. actually gonna get back on my horse. Or my elk. Cooler than a horse. Even with the epic quest, it's funny. You get so familiar with the pathways you need to take. And again, maybe I'm actually reading that wrong. Because I've been through these areas so many times. But it's just so easy to remember exactly where to go after you've been there like the third time. You get 2 out of the 4 foremost instances with random players. Wow. Were you aiming for all 4? I truly don't do the instances. I should though. They're kind of fun. So the sounds of your steeds are oh, Dark Ronin, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. Hello. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. The steeds make different sounds depending on what kind of steed it is, which I think is funny. And the elks sound like they're mooing like a cow. And I love it. It's so funny. In like I don't think that it's correct necessarily, but also I don't really know what an elk is supposed to sound like. I think they make like this really high, squeaky, whining sound in real life. You've done all 4, but one of my companions ended up. That's valid. Oh wait, no. Weren't you messaging in chat when I was streaming Claire Obscure yesterday that you were like, I think it's time for me to sleep? Okay, this is indeed a stone heart, but alas, the situation is more dire than I first thought. And I get an earring, because that's the only thing I can get. Ooh, in combat moral regen, but technically not as good as the level 45 that I already had. I'll hold on to it, we'll see. And I'm too low leveled! Okay, so... Sounds like something I would do. I'm pretty sure that's what she did, Sharky, which is hilarious. I need to find the milestone that's in here, which is probably going to be closer to the center of town. And I'm going to milestone this area so I can come back and talk to Cornier again. And then we're going to go do a mission, just like I was telling Tigos to do. Which I hope worked out for you, by the way. Okay. So, milestone. And then we'll go talk to the stable master. Oh, you just finished your first mission? That's so exciting, congrats.
Does not come easily among the brave galore.
Oh, I can't swift travel? Well then, I'm just gonna go to Bree. Bree. Good night, Sharky. I'm glad you hung out with us. Thank you for bearing with all of the internet issues we had tonight. Congrats on all the stuff you were able to finish yesterday and today. And I hope to see you soon. Okay. And I'll go down to South Bree. See, and Bree is just a basic horse. You don't even get a saddle on this guy. It's a pretty horse. All horses are pretty. Do I want to do any missions here, or do I want to do them? Where is the missions recruiter here? It is almost 11:30 p.m. It's in the middle. Yeah, I figured. I think I'm going to do... Okay, I'm going to do multiple things. It's bedtime. What was I going to do? So, I have a bunch of mathams. I don't think I have many of them with me. I have a ton of them in my storage. I need to do the Matham Society stuff. And I need to do the Bounder stuff. Oh no, it is bedtime. I'm going to do these off screen. And then come back when I'm ready to do more epic questing. Because I feel like that's the only stuff that I'm really going to be streaming. Unless there's a festival. And then I stream festivals. So I think I'm going to call it for tonight. I'll do the bounding stuff. I'll do the Matham stuff. So I can use those. And then I should get up to the next level that I need. And maybe I'll do some missions. Just to get myself closer to the level that I actually need in order to do like a bunch more epic questing. But maybe I'll just be lazy. And get to level 41 and then continue. We'll see. But I am going to call it, I think, for tonight. It has been, despite the fact that my stream says that I've only been going, I think for, what does it say? 21 minutes. I've actually been going for about 2 hours. Long stream tonight. Lots of short streams tonight. And I'm hoping for another long stream tomorrow. I'm just enjoying the long weekend vibe. But I'll be back again tomorrow with Claire Obscure. And then I'll be back again on Wednesday with more LOTRO. That's the plan. And I'm sticking with it. So, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for bearing with all of the internet downs and ups and all of that stuff. I'm really hoping to get this figured out, but frankly, I think a lot of it is just my internet company sucks. And we only get one where I live, so I'm stuck with it. Thanks for the long stream, Akane. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys have a wonderful night, and if you're way, way, way ahead of me in hours, which most people on the planet are, then it's either the wee hours for you or daytime, in which case, have a happy Monday. And I will see you guys within 24 hours, very, very soon.